So there's 7 major mineral classes, and I'm just going to go through them. The first one we already talked about is silicates. Right here, silicates have to have silicone and oxygen. If they don't have silicone and oxygen, they are not a silicate. Native elements. Native elements are generally metals, and they are a single element. And that's why they're generally metals, because metals will combine and just form native elements. So silver, copper, lead, sulfur, gold are all examples of native elements. Oxides. Oxides are a metallic cation. So metallic cations are things like iron, copper, aluminum, and others, and oxygen. So the oxides have a metallic cation, and oxygen's the anion. So like FeO, hematite is an oxide. Sulfides. Sulfides, metallic cation, and sulfur. So pyrite, iron is a metallic cation. It's combined with sulfur to make pyrite. Galena is a lead sulfide. It's basically lead and sulfur is another example. So generally, because they're metallic cations, these also generally have a metallic luster. Then we have sulfates. Sulfates are similar to sulfides, but their cations are different. Or sorry, not the cations, they metallic, which we can spell, cation with sulfate anion. And the sulfate anion is SO4 2-. Put that down here. So you still have a metallic cation, but you have a sulfate anion versus just sulfur. So you have to have the S oxygen and a metallic cation. The next ones are halides. Halides combine with halogens. And the halogens, which I should put anions, are halogens. Halogens are things like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. They have a -1 charge. So if you're looking at the periodic table, these are the column that has the -1 charge. So halides are actually a column in the periodic table, and the halogens are listed. I didn't list the last one, which is the least common. But this is fluorite, which has fluorine in it. Halite, which is NaCl, is a halide. So if it has a halogen in it, it's a halide. And the last one is carbonates. This carbonate shown here is malachite. It's a copper carbonate. Carbonates have to have CO3 in them, which has a 2- charge. So as long as it's carbon and oxygen, basically this carbonate ion, it's a carbonate. So this doesn't really look like calcite because it's a copper calcium carbonate. We have dolomite, which is a magnesium calcium carbonate, or you have limestone or calcite, which is calcium carbonate. So carbonates is a wide variety of compositions as well.